Howdy. How are you? Hi, it's me, Scott. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day at work, but we got to work on some heat, and I'm trying something different. Instead of streaming in Science and Tech, which is Ghost Town Wasteland, I'm going to stream in Music and Performing Arts while we test this. Actually, how is Music and Performing Arts? Let's check it out on twitch.tv. Just out of curiosity, like Music and Performing Arts, yes. 7,000 viewers. Okay. What is Science and Tech doing right now? 1,000 viewers. 7 times the audience. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, so I've been working on this update to the heat sequencer. Really, it's a new thing at this point for TwitchCon North America, which is so soon. And I got some stuff to work on, but I really need people to use it. Like, gotta start actually testing it more. And I'm gonna work on a few features, but instead of making it a programming stream, I'm just gonna put it up. We'll put it up, right? And the way we do that is the following: is to do this, sure. Firefox will stop this pretzel music, and then I will slowly lose my mind with repetitive. This is a beautiful screen. I gotta start the server. What is this? Sure. Yeah. Okay, now we need to go to heat. TNCA and do an HTTP server, and then go over here and do the same. No, do localhost 8080. Yeah, and then let's generate a little bit of something. Very nasal. Okay, so there are some features to work on. We need some cool background image, right? What's our background image going to be? Something cool from Unsplash. How about, I don't know what, look at that beautiful keyboard. Beautiful, beige. What do we want the background to be? That friendly friend? Oh, I do want to try that there's that new Photoshop painting app that shipped today for iPad. I just want some good, textures and patterns. Beautiful water. Outer space? How about outer space? Yeah. Already losing it from this loop. How about this one? That's great. Let's do it. It's from my buddy Jake. And what are we doing? I hope my microphone's working. It seems to be. Okay. I want this. Except not these guys. I want Jake. That work? Kind of. That's a little bit stretched, but hey. It's okay. Okay, so figure out how to do the burst test. Like that. That's the way we do it. So we can hide our little click counter for now. I'll just do this over here. That little thing up top. Oh, am I still faking input? Stop it. Actually, heat appears to be working. Yeah. Oh, I have kissy faces turned on. Well, I don't need any kissy faces. Okay. So okay, so can I handle this? Can I handle this loop? I might lose my mind. Shh! Alexa, be quiet. Alexa, stop. Nobody spoke to you. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Okay, hey TNCA. Maybe it's just too much. Put some rests in here. So we can hide info, display none. I'll leave my little button bar at the bottom for now. So I kind of want to have a simpler way to do some config stuff, but a new feature I want is to say whether we are voting or not. Like, so I want a way to like force a tally right now, and I want a way to say whether or not we're going to auto tally. So yeah, some of these are just like straight up config kind of things. Let auto tally equal false, and then so somewhere we do the tally. No. Where do we do the votes? That's the meter update. This file is a catastrophe. Draw the grid. Clear the grid. It's up here. Yeah, this whole nightmare. Trigger column. So kind of we want to break out this voting stuff. Into like a tally column. forgot what I was doing. Yeah, we're going to tally column. So tally column. And then trigger active row is its whole other thing. So the whole deal is something like this. Did I get it right? First try? Nope. Seemingly did not. So probably something's just not declared. Current column index and current column. Do I actually care about the column in here or just the index? Looks like I care about current column. Only. Okay. Cool. So now I can tally the columns separately, and I could do a tally columns. That just iterates through all columns. And tallies them. And we'll say like if auto tally the column. Yeah, so this is, we're not auto tallying. So now I need to add a new button. I'm using T yet. Let's do T for tally. Oh, that's did that wrong. Now, perhaps. I'm gonna leave like a little bit of music underneath. Maybe more than a little bit. That just feels like a bug. What's wrong? Current column's not defined. Of course it's not. Oh, I've done something ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. Call tally column with column. How about that? Okay. I need a way to toggle auto tally. How about why? what it's called. It's not called auto tally. This file is really something else. Oh no, no. That way. Looks like jams. And all these like groups, they're a little annoying. I guess you just like turn off everything else where data is equal to That's handy. Document query selector. So I kind of want to do something, but only kind of. Where do I know the button though? Then I need to like find other buttons. Not the worst. Let's just try this. If we did something like button.add class, no, button.classlist.add btn info. Is that a real thing? Yeah. Like button success. Button success. And then we kind of want to do something like this. I'm not showing you code. This isn't a code stream. You can't look at it. Yeah, we kind of want to say data dash type equals data dash type equals set senth. I already blew that. I already screwed it up. Data type equals set senth. And no, man, I messed this up. And then, yeah, do like, what? What do we get back from this? Document query selector, then what? Document query selector all. Okay. Button and button dot class list dot remove button success. The annoying thing here is like setting the initial value. It's a little lame. Or we just set the first one. Oh, but if he comes in, if you like configure it, button, kind of like warning. Yeah, so, you know, not the best thing I've ever seen, but not the worst either. We could do that for send. Don't look at this code. And notes. And BPM and steps. I really should put this in a class, but hey. It's a little silly. Guess we could default them to secondary and add primary. A button active state. Is that all we need? Okay. Yeah, then we need buttons for sure. Auto tally and tally now, something like that. Auto tally really should be a toggle though. Play pause kind of also. Interesting. Interesting. So Well, let's just set the buttons. I don't know if we're gonna use these buttons, but here we are. Yeah, toggle play, toggle auto tally, tally now. How does that sound to everybody? Sounds great. That was weird. Get back up there. Look at that. Who do you think you are? It's outrageous. Can't believe just what happened before my eyes. Now, what did I say? Tally now? Okay. Oh, don't do anything. Till I make them do things. Toggle auto tally. Tally now. That's just auto tally equals not auto tally. Tally now is tally columns. Okay, so we did this. We are not auto tallying. Now we are. Now we are. Oh, I gotta do the thing, of course. The other step. This step. Okay, try that again. We got all this business. We could tally now. I could auto tally. Okay. Okay, sure. Other request was for, like 8-bit tone.js. So we just want some simpler synthy sounds, I think is kind of the ask here. Those don't work in Chrome. So let's try, not Chrome, this machine. Here, you. I can hide our inspector. Uh-huh. This fancy code pin here. There's some nice 8-bit sounding. Oh my gosh, that was so loud. I'm sorry. Good grief. What if that was as loud on stream as it was in my ears? I apologize. Way too loud. It's gonna be too loud. Ouch. So, okay. Yeah, we kind of want these 3 friends. Maybe. Real simple stuff. So. How did I even do this? I don't remember. Something like that. Okay. Maybe? Forgive me if this is insanely loud. Could be insanely loud. Oh, I don't even tally my own votes. Oh my gosh, it was so loud. Ah, no, clear. Ah, clear. Oh, man. Okay. That was bad. That's not good. Why is this so loud? I'm sorry. I blame myself, mainly because it was my fault. That's the main reason I blame myself. More like volume -24. Outrageous. I'm gonna turn auto tally back on. Okay, that envelope is not the best envelope. Let's try this envelope. Just didn't have much excitement to it. This might be too much though. It's pretty 8-bit-ish, right? Okay, so that was one. I already forgot what I was looking at. This is what I was looking at. Then we're gonna just do a triangle. Let's just do a triangle and a square with the same parameters, I guess. So let's just comment out these first 2. These first 3. Since 0, 1, and 2. And do triangle and square. Maybe. like pulse and square are too similar. Not nearly as loud. What if I did those settings with a membrane? I'm gonna give it an oscillator, like. No, it was better before. Didn't do the probability. Okay. Is heat even actually working? Okay. Turn off the fakes. Clear. Clicking on the video. Anybody watching can also click on the video. I need a tally. Yeah, maybe this would be better if we did this instead. I don't know. But what I think, I don't know, is something like this. So I'll tell it on and off, and then we'll go in here and we'll do the thing, and yeah. So toggle auto tally becomes set auto tally. And so set auto tally is going to do the same silly business. And then it's going to do the set auto tally. Well, this actually is going to work. Not entirely sure. Let's see. I set those backwards, so that's good. Just probably need some goofy update button kind of thing. Something like that. I did that right. Sure seems I did not. Okay, what did I do wrong? Update buttons with a data type and a data value. No. Buttons.data set.value equals. How about that? Well, that's okay. The initial value is annoying. was maybe okay. Whew. So I want to kind of want to encapsulate all that stuff into some kind of config monster. I like the way we have these config monsters. There's kind of a let config equal. Auto tally. You know, just like cram stuff in a big config object, and then on startup we could go through the config, override it with anything from the parameters, which would be like adding top, adding bottom. So in other words, like all that stuff would be here. And then synth index, node index, ppm, grid width, or like steps, something like this. Yeah, it'd be like synth, notes, or like scale, what do you want to use? Which scale? Feels not too bad. And then anytime we talked about auto tally, we instead talk about config.autotally. And then when we set it, something like that. And what would be nice is when we set that, if that's where we updated the buttons, like instead of doing it at the buttons, that gross. It kind of feels a little better to do it at the moment, and then no matter how you do it, as long as you're setting auto tally, because right now a keyboard shortcut wouldn't do it. If it was like an update buttons, I don't know. If like we updated the config and we updated the buttons. Busted. Super busted. What do I do? Oh yeah, well it's gotta be like synth index. No, I've broken this. Set auto tally. Maybe I didn't do the right thing down there. Yeah, and then somewhere like early on, you would do that. Oh, it'd be kind of nicer if this was a real language, but because like, what are you gonna do the first time? Just do it manually? Probably. Right? But these should all work then, because then if it's like set notes, and set synth, and set BPM. Like all these should work with that same pattern. We just have to do it an extra time or something like that. Am I still streaming? Is this all working? I have too many things open. I don't even know what's going on. Hi, hello, it's me. Okay, you can go away. Set notes, set BPM, set steps. Interesting. How come those get called? BPM doesn't. I guess we call all that stuff. That's a little weird because in like all these places, we're not just setting some config. We're setting some value, so those all get called at some point. It's pretty weird, pretty weird, pretty weird, pretty weird, pretty weird. I mean, it's kind of nice that that almost automatically works, but yeah, it's like all these, we kind of already do all that. Like set steps here, set notes, set synth. But you got to make the sequence before you set it up. Yeah, pretty weird. Like, is this bad? Can we do this? Seemingly works-ish. We do set BPM though, so why is BPM not getting highlit? right thing? BPM, set BPM. 60, 90, 120. We start 128 for some insane reason that makes no sense. You know, I basically want to say, like, for each of these, if there's something else in the query string, use that. So, like, so that will use that, and then we need to just say something that's like, I mean, I almost want to do something where we like just loop through everything in config and just look for an override. That'd be kind of cool. So if we just did like for each, is this the right syntax for this? We want to iterate through object, like loop through object properties. Wait, you can do that. But it's not a for each, just a for. Oops. So for each config item config, then what's the I think I want this. How about this? Let's give it a go. What? What? Something weird like that, but maybe cool, but maybe I didn't write it correctly. I did write it correctly. And I could also do I don't use that yet. No, what do we call this? Cool. Cool. Okay, we've configured synth, yeah, these things. So that's kind of cool. We switched to config.bpm? We didn't, so how did that work? Oh, because I was already doing that. I see. Got it. Yeah, columns, that's a whole thing also. Okay. So that's these. Still a little weird how that works, but that's cute stuff. Where do we actually draw the grid? I think unfortunately that's in a weird place that it's like actually in set steps is like what does the whole business, right? Yeah, it's the thing that's gonna like update the sequencer steps and draw the full grid. It's pretty weird, but it's kind of gotta do both. Yeah, really we don't use a value. We don't continue to use a value except for auto tally. Like everything else just sort of configures other stuff. Columns is one that we would continue to use a value probably. Okay, so current column index is how we know where we are so that we can vote. Columns and rows. Steps. Steps is really columns and always should be. I think. Oh, this will break a bunch of stuff and then we'll just fix it. But basically anywhere that we have columns, we should be doing steps. Oops. It's gonna be weird. Okay, I was gonna this is actually sort of horrible, right? I've been doing this for an hour and you can't see anything I'm doing except testing because I thought like, oh, if I switch to the music place, then people will, no, they know nobody's here. Nobody's here. So if somebody comes and wants to click on stuff, then we'll figure it out. Okay, so config.steps is what columns has become. Okay. Okay. What are we going to do about this file? This file's outrageous. Could be, some stuff like shortcuts would be pretty good to break out. All of the interface logic could be broken out. So now we've cross-contaminated. We're directly calling interface stuff. Actually, okay. Oh, excuse me. Well, let's just do that. So I lose my mind a little less. Is all this nonsense. Yeah, configure shortcuts. Shh, just let me highlight you. Yeah. And probably also the update buttons and the draw config. Perfect. Is that not okay? Like I'm not setting notes before. All that stuff should happen. Yeah, 95. I mean, not that it's great to just. I guess I could do something kind of like I did. Well, what did I actually, before I say that, what did I do with heat itself? The class? Yeah. But I can't do this, right? Because then I'm. Oh, I guess as long as it's declared before. Sure. I don't know. This is messy. I don't even know. I don't even have a strong opinion about how to organize JavaScript like this. Let's just written this way and run in the browser and not like Babelify it or not even trying to be an application. That was weird. Okay, so sure. We got the config stuff. And seems okay. We got some consty kinds of things. Rose is a weird one. Really don't want that to be configurable, but just for consistency, sort of want to stick it in here. Yeah, I guess it is kind of useful to have container available places. Maybe. Okay, but we broke rows. Oh, truly the only place we use that? How would I like to, okay, let's just say I did decide to reorganize this because it's a nightmare mess. How would I actually like to do that? What do we do in here? This is what we do in here. I mean, it's kind of what I want to do. So like class interface. I really want to do this. Maybe I do. All these method calls. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Like, I'm not going to be able to just call that stuff directly unless the interface knows. It's not great. Not great. You know, so it was just some enormous monster class, but it is convenient to have these globally available in both directions. What did I start doing? Did I start doing a... Not you. I'm like updating buttons in place here, so there's no reason. Tally, synth, notes, BPM, steps. I mean, I guess I could in the constructor get a... Yeah, this is just going to be a disaster immediately. Yeah, and update buttons has the problem the other way. But it's just pretty gross otherwise. If I don't do this, is it worthwhile? That would all be the constructor essentially, and then all these things would just be... I don't know, man. I think it's not the time to do that. I think it's like doesn't actually gain us anything. It's definitely right on that line though, that if I wanted to continue, like this code is just right at the border of just not being maintainable. But it's just for an event, like maybe it's okay. Padding bottom 20. That was too high. So the auto tally never gets set here because we don't call it. Mainly because it would be silly to, because we're like passing a variable to set itself to start with, but that's how everything else works. So kind of wanted to say even though that's ridiculous. I don't really need to, but it just, you know, it just bothers me a little bit that would be such a mess. How am I supposed to sleep at night? Poorly, like every night. Okay, so we got the tally thing. That was the main thing. This stuff doesn't look great. Okay, so I want to make a little snare drum click track personally. That we just trigger when we want to. Man, I wish this just didn't look so bad. I'd really like to. It's not the worst. It's not like spaghetti-ish. It's just like not very well structured. It's a little spaghetti-ish. It's just hard to find. It's just a little hard to find stuff. That's the problem. Where do we actually do the sequence setup? I see. I sort of want to restructure this all into be a class. Oh no, not today. Not today. Let's just do the click track real fast. And whoa, an alert. That actually scared me. Draclin, that actually startled me. No one has, I've been streaming for, I don't know how long I've been streaming. An hour and a half and no one has even looked at me. Welcome back. How was your trip? Scared the life out of me. Good grief. It was great. You had a good time? Good business? Good wife adventure? Glad to see you. This code is such a mess. It's starting to stress me out a little bit. My whole thing was like, oh, I'm not going to overcomplicate it and like over-architect it, but now it's like actually a little hard to know what's going on. It's not too hard to know what's going on, it's just always hard to find things. That is a nice thing about object-oriented programming, because you just feel like, ah, I need to deal with this thing. It is part of the whatever object. It's gonna work. I don't think it is, but let's see. It worked. Very loud. I don't know how to configure it. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I know, I'm working on it. I'm gonna try to make it quieter. Bear with me. Okay. Do I know which column I'm on? Because I just do column index mod 4 and only click every 4 columns. Seems a little better. If column index mod 4 equals 0, no. Yeah, mod 4 equals 0. Do the thing. I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh, and did it all the business stuff. Good for you. Did you do any like fun Denver things with your wife? Do I like this click track? I don't know. Do I like any of this? I don't know. That doesn't seem right. Oh, I changed the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. That's why it seems insane. Click track, where are you? Like you, 16th note? I don't know. I didn't click track. Forget it. Forget all about it. I thought I wanted it. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. A mistake. It was a mistake. Oh yeah, nice. Picture postcards. Yeah, I need them. I need all of those. Jacqueline, I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, I've done the, I've obeyed the letter of the law. I've made the thing. I'm not super into it. Quick track just feels like a mistake. The diminished chord is also not helping us very much. I keep the click track and just make it so quiet. I can't find anything. This file, like, look at this file. I can't find anything. Look how long this file is. But to like reorganize it at this point, I don't know. And this is even after splitting this out. Like, I kind of want to do it. I kind of just want to do it. What time is it? 9 o'clock? I kind of want to just object orientify this so I can find anything. I'm taking out the quick track. It's stressing me out. Under other circumstances, I'd be all about this click track, but very interesting. So what would I really want here? I'd make a like sequence class. We would talk to heat in some heat-like way. We would talk to the interface in some interface-like way. Drive grid really is kind of interfacey. I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, what else is like super offensive in here? These synth configs are kind of annoying, but they're different. I wish you could call one method and have like the synth type also defined in your in the JSON. That'd make life a little easier. I could also just stop doing this right now and play a game instead. Drac, what should I do? I eat a snack. You know what I need to do? What do I need to do? This is more like a refresh grid, really. Right? I don't want to play Untitled Duck Game. Or Duck Game. Untitled Goose Game. That wasn't right. This work? Seemingly no. Because current column is not defined. Oh, can I do this? Probably not. Can I do this? I know what I need to do. I do? What do I need to do? Play a fun game? Draw a drawing? Looks okay. I'm not really pleased with the way it sounds. This, the tops of my monitors, it's artistic. It's an artistic choice. It's a compositional choice. I still don't know what I need to do. Organize this in a way that doesn't give me a heart attack. I mean, really, these are all config kind of things. Should this all be in the interface? Probably no. Got a burb. It's just no tidiness here. Just a mess. This feels so messy. Oh, freezing. It was cool to play with this probability. I did actually like that. I don't think it's the right answer, but I do think it's kind of cool. It's weird. I said auto tally. Is it not auto tallying? It was. Okay. I don't know. I'm losing steam on this tonight. This is drawing too. Seems to work. Well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it at least with this. That won't be too bad, right? Right? What's the... How do you do this? Lowercase. Are you mad? Okay, you're not. Okay, so now everything's broken, but that's fine. So now we want to do, like, in what is essentially our constructor here, which is just nightmare land. Okay, everything's gonna be broken, that's fine. Interface reserved identifier. It is? Okay. I don't know. User interface, that's a terrible name. Probably. Even like this? Yeah. Okay. Update buttons not defined. Draw grid not defined. configure shortcuts, refresh grid. Probably draw config too, probably. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad, right? Except now none of these are gonna work. Is that true? Like these are all broken? Wait, why do these work? Oh yeah, because these are all still global land. So then the next thing to do would be like, oh, let's be strict in here also. Let's be strict all over. This is gonna be a real kick in pants. But maybe not the worst possible thing. Because now we can, I mean, essentially this is all our constructor. I mean, now some of this stuff just gets gets to live where it wants to be, which feels a little better. So this is gonna be all a disaster. So we're gonna need to do something like what a mess. And down at the bottom of the mess, one of these. At some point the actual constructor has to stop though, which was here. So now we need like essentially this same thing, which is probably not the tidiest thing on earth, but hey. Okay. Sure. Trigger column. Where did that live? It wasn't in here? sequence 88 needs this sequence. $279 and $49. I don't know if I really like this more, but it's like on the way to being something less offensive. Oops. Where? 221. Sure. What happened? Oh, great. Okay, cents, sure. 216. Sure. Sure. Scales was not a this, but maybe it should be. Just so it's like config lives outside, but I don't know. Oh. Sequence is not fine. Container interface 16. So this is like sequence dot container. This dot sequence. Ha! I've made a mess. I don't know if this is the right idea. 22. Oh man, we're getting closer. Update. Was this a good idea? Sequence 112. 112 calls update. What? Of course it does. 267. That's not good. 267. Didn't I just do that? Oh. This is undefined. 267. In update loop, I don't know who this is. Maybe I do. Okay, this container was where? Sequence 160. Why is that bad? Trigger column. I don't know this here. That doesn't make any sense. This dot container. Oh, or my this is bad. Oh yeah, because those are like callbacks. So my this is not valid. So I could do something that's like this dot sequence equals this. And in those callbacky kinds of places, like 160. There's another way to do that though, right? Isn't there a way to like give a callback some context now? Can't remember exactly how you do it. But that's not gonna be right either. No, this is all broken. Can I change the context of JavaScript to this? I thought there was a way to do that. Isn't there some trick? Otherwise, I have to like say, when I call this, I need to say like, I mean, what's actually the problem here? Is container. Well, I could just pass container. Oh no, I won't, because that gets called. I don't have any control over the calling. Okay, so this is our first real challenge. Because probably in this context, this means something else. But I could still figure that out. I could just instead of doing this, do one of these. I don't even care about. Current column index 163. Now is my this correct? Tally column 166. Oh my gosh. Time. Oh, maybe I do want time. Time's not defined on 182. I don't think I wanted time. I do want time. Turns out I want time. This is undefined. We're getting so close. I can feel it. Can you feel it? 169. Wait, no, what? 269. Yeah, it's the same problem, but can I cheat and do one of these? Is this all I need to do? So 269. But I have to do it on the first call. Also upstairs. 78. We're getting so close. 78. Wait, where? Oh, that's in interface. Okay, now we're in interface land. 78. Probably we should know about the container in the interface. Probably should know about it more here than anywhere else, actually. 57. Oh my gosh, did we get there? No. Notes is not defined. Tally column's not defined. Okay, so 174 in sequence. Notes is once. Wait, did I just fix that? Oops. Update buttons, not defined. Where? 133 in interface. Well, didn't we just decide we weren't going to do this? Yeah, set synth, all these jerks. Yeah, so all of these are actually in here, right? Same for all these. Simulate clicks made. Okay. Excuse me for a moment. Pardon me, please. was on, yeah, sometimes I do this cool thing where I'm like, look at my stream video, like at the video feed, and I see my mouse pointer over there, and then I think I'm on that screen. It's not how computers work. I just did it again. I literally, while describing the silly thing, did the thing. So I'm a little at a loss about this one. This.sequence. So is my this effed up in this context, even though I'm calling it in this other way? Because my this ruined, even though I thought if I called it this way, it would be okay. We almost got it, I feel like. Interface 1, wait, that's a different one. Oh wait, no, the key down ones seem like they're working. Oh, is it my clicks? Yeah, okay, maybe it's this. Yeah, we just need to do this. Hopefully. No. 133. This. This is undefined. There's no this. Why is that different than this add event listener? This add event listener is a key down, and at the end of it, we pass a parameter that says false that I don't know what it means. And this one, false. There's no this? What? Oh, it's because it's inside another thing, and let's do this. Okay. It was just a weird nesting issue. Okay, tally column in sequence 157. Valley columns. Sequence 1. So now 213. That button doesn't do anything anymore. Why do I still have that button? I mean, a semi-cool thing to do, but only semi-cool. Maybe not that cool, actually. Would be to like put a shortcut, mark this up with shortcuts, and then I wouldn't have to do this whole other thing. It would just be like, if you found the shortcut, you would act like you were clicking the button, and then all of this could go away. What that would mean on any key press, you'd have to take... That would be the worst, I guess. I guess you'd loop through all buttons. No, you'd loop through anything that had... It would look something like this. Something like this. I don't want to go too much longer though. So this would be like data shortcut equals 0, for example. Why do you choose to break those things up? I don't like that. I don't want you to do that. Not into that. What's making you think that you should wrap my HTML? I don't want you to wrap anything. Visual Studio Code, don't wrap HTML. This right now. Wrap my columns. Annoying. Okay, data shortcut. Anyway. Please be quiet. So yeah, the idea would be that you would look for anything with the data shortcut. And then you would say I kind of want to just call this directly, but I didn't really draw the configure. This is where it's already looped through every button. And then we add an event listener there. So you could also do something that was like a shortcuts mapping there. Okay, let's try it separately for a moment. So we would say find anything with a shortcut, and if it had a shortcut, oh, excuse me. Kind of want to say like almost way to combine this. Okay, but anyway, let's ignore that for a second because we're living through these buttons. So we want to say something like that. But then we want to say when like and call it. Okay. Why don't I know about that in here? 183. I mean, I probably just need to do this. Not there. I need to do this. Will this magically make it work? Yeah, cool. So do that on all of them. 0, 1, 2, 3. Shortcut 0, 1, 2, 3. Why is that one bad? Data value, data shortcut. User read if they didn't put needless word graph that I don't want in there. Okay. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You have a data shortcut, it seems. Data type, data value, data shortcut. Why? I mean, this selects the thing. Well, that's just because it's still here. What? Oh, because that's not right. Because that's not what the shortcuts are. The shortcuts are actually 1, 2, 3, 4. That's confusing and great. Okay, so that works, and then the idea then is to call a thing. So QWER for set node 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop it. Stop it. R. Okay. ASDF for the BPMs. Don't help me. ASDF for the BPMs. JKL for the steps. G. Well, that's a problem because we don't actually have a button for that one yet. Ignore that for the moment. But then the idea is we need to call something that also calls this so that it's like identical. So P for play, C for clear grid, T for tally columns, auto tally. That's a weird one because it doesn't. brilliant plan that's not so brilliant. Which in some cases, not all the cases. But TCP, I think, works. And these are just weird ones. Why did I feel the need to do this? I don't know. I guess ideally we would make like toggly things. Anyway, so now update buttons. Yeah, draw config ends up pretty small. You can probably turn into like configure buttons or something. These are almost the same. It's just, we just need to say like in here, like data shortcut. And then say like, if data shortcut is not equal to null, then what? Do this stuff. Why do we do this here? Why don't we just do this in the constructor of the button config? Let's take this replace. Works great. Doesn't work at all. Okay, what did I do wrong here? Data shortcut. Nope. Yeah. Data shortcut equals button.dataset.shortcut. And the data shortcut isn't null. Recalling configure buttons. Oh, don't do that. No, don't do that. No, 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 no. That's weird that that even worked. Okay, and then you are just also gonna do the same thing. Oh, okay. Well, so we tore out a bunch of stuff apart and then stuck it back together, and it feels slightly less gross, I guess? I guess? It's a little weird to do that in here. I guess I just did that because I was already looping anyway. Probably shouldn't be in there, but the alternative is to loop again. Okay, is this better? I don't know. Feels like slightly less gross. Not dramatically less gross, but okay, well, I did the stuff I was supposed to do. I did a bunch of stuff I wasn't really supposed to do, but I did it anyway. So we were good. Kind of want to make a toggle button. What time is it? 10:30. 10:30, and I kind of want to make a toggle button. Just for these two. So what would that really take? I feel like when we update buttons, I could clean this up a little bit, but yeah, when we update buttons, right now we look through, and if it's the right value, we do it. So alternatively, kind of like if there's only one button, kind of like if there's one, kind of liked it better when they were weird yellow buttons. Is it was like this almost. Oh, we probably don't call update buttons when we do that. Right. We call that in here. Or like in play pause, we could. A little weird, but what do you call toggle play? Interface. It's weird. 28, did I not just fix that? Buttons. Works great. What am I actually saying here? Jacqueline, what's going on? You want to spam it? Yeah, spam it. Do it. I'm trying to make a toggle button, and I should just go to bed. Why? Why doesn't this work? I'll just say true. Toggle play not the right thing? I'll just say false. Okay, what are you actually? Yeah, your toggle play. Is that not right? The 0th button? Oh, it's probably something really silly. I need to check value here, because otherwise it's gonna be a string. Uh-oh. Where'd your jams go? Where's my jams? Yeah, so I need to call toggle play up here if I want the colors to be right. Well, it might... Toggle play, yeah. Instead, we want to do like this dot toggle play. Now this is always wrong. Well, that made the button work. Oh, maybe it can be paused or stopped. Yeah, what are the valid states for tone.transport.state? Started, stopped, or paused. So if it's basically just say if it's not, if state is not started, is the easy way. Okay, we have a toggle now. We have a toggle now. And then so I would like to now make auto tally back into a button. I think it will now just be a button like this is a button. We will get rid of this. Will be toggle auto tally. And it will look like this. And the shortcut was Y. And then over here, this should like almost just work. We don't do this, but instead we do toggle auto tally. I don't know if that's actually very good. I guess you just default it to off. I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, this is a little annoying because it's really more like if auto tally. I don't know, maybe that's a bad idea. Yeah, because we just call those with a value. So all we can really do there is this needs to be I mean, that's all that this really is toggle auto tally is just gonna be you're equal to not whatever you are. The problem here is like initial button state. Set auto tally. That's not a function. Oh no. Yeah, you kind of need to have both. And that's where this needs to be. Something silly like this. Something ridiculous. So if auto tally should be on though. So I messed that up somehow. Set auto tally, toggle auto tally. Toggle auto tally. Shortcut is Y. Toggle auto tally calls toggle auto tally. Toggle auto tally calls set auto tally with whatever the opposite value is. Oh. Silliness. Still not right. Okay, what did I do wrong? Update buttons. Buttons are now called this. Okay. Okay, so by default, okay, auto tally's on. We are auto tallying. Cool. Probably auto tally should default to on. Simulate clicks should almost certainly be false. Jacqueline, I'm dying over here. Look, I'm falling off the screen. Okay, what is this? That's a 3-hour stream. in the music channel, and nobody came and played the music. What's happening to Twitch? Draclin, thank you for playing. But what? I feel it feels like Twitch Creative was different. Is it just me? Is it just me? Like, I feel like Twitch Creative, people would come around and do stuff. Like, now, it just feels so rare. Feels like it feels so rare to organically get people. Certainly in science and tech, where there's only 1,000 viewers total, but at least Musicland had 7,000. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. I feel like half the stream wasn't actually necessary. It was me just refactoring for no reason, but at least it feels a little less gross. It still is kind of gross, but a little bit less. Oh, some of the stuff still doesn't make a ton of sense also, but okay, I think I'm gonna call it. I'll get up in the morning, test it, deliver to Twitch. Weird headphone here. I feel like I see my scalp more. Maybe my hair's going away. Maybe it's just short and sticking up a lot. I don't know. I don't know. Look, I lost 2 pieces of hair just now. I tore them out. It's no good. Nobody wants that. I need that hair. Okay. So that's not what we want to do at all. Trying to think of how I can make it a little more musical. Yeah, I think you're right. I think organic discovery does suck in general. It just feels like it used to be a little better. Maybe not though. Yeah. Here's how you tell someone's invested. They all have a purple light or like a magenta light in their room. That's the sign of someone who's gone to the next level. Magenta or blue or both. Yeah, maybe so. Or just some better organic discovery, just something like building the tools for that to make it a little better. I've thought about how to do that with extensions, but I haven't really come up with an extension that would be great for that. Like, I was kind of thinking of some kind of extension that was a weird visualizer for science and tech, since the most popular science and tech stream is the earthquake visualizer. Be interested to make some kind of science and tech visualizer that then could use heat to like let you click on the video and go check somebody out. Yeah, it's a kind of a bummer that the metrics like this, those go away. You know, your stream history just vanishes. If you don't stream for a week or two, it's like you never existed. It's like it fell off the face of the earth. But okay, well, we got some stuff done tonight. Look at this beautiful Oh, this beautiful land. Hi. Hello, it's me. Draclin, I'm glad you're back. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks to anybody else who stopped by. Remember when I used to like get raids and stuff? I don't know. I don't know. Oh well, it's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll almost certainly be streaming more this week as I continue to button stuff up for this TwitchCon thing. And that's all. Have a great night.